Hello and welcome back, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube gaming channel. Today I'm going to be playing Silent Hunter 5. As you all know, it's a submarine simulator game featuring World War II German U-boats. So today we are off patrolling. We're just off the coast. I'm about 60 miles off the coast of England. We're actually inside the the range of the aircraft patrolling at the area. So we're going. I'm just going to dive the boat, and then we're going to begin. We're going to be. You can see we are already detecting. We're already starting to have enemy contacts, merchant ships, and so the Strait of Dover bristles with enemy warships, British warships. It's a major passageway for the ships coming from the Atlantic to the west, to the eastern side of Britain. So most of them must usually go through here. So I'm hoping to sink a few targets in this area. So I'm just going to dive the boat because we're in enemy areas now. You can see we're in enemy waters. In fact, we can get attacked anytime. So I'm just going to dive the boat. Okay, lookouts below. I'm just going to order my lookouts below, and then hatch secure. Hatch secure. Okay, EXO, take her down. We're going to set our depth at around 30 meters. Yeah. I'm just going, and then we're going to slow her down a bit so that we can reduce the noise. You know, the faster you go in, the noisier you are, and noise is a submariner's worst enemy. So I'm just going to slow her down. Let me order the EXO to take half speed ahead. Okay. Okay, you can see we're already diving. So we're shutting down diesel engines so that we can begin using the batteries. Diesel engines actually don't usually work underwater, but submarine. If you're a submarine enthusiast, you should know this by now. Diesel engines don't work underwater. So once the submarine dives, it switches to battery power. That's why World War II submarines have to surface once in a while so that they can recharge the batteries. As you can see, it's not very deep here, so I'm just going to take. Yes, you can maintain 30 meters. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, we can have her at that depth because you can see already our ground proximity sensors are already coming on, meaning we are too close to the bottom of the ocean, and we don't want to run aground. So I'm just going to keep her at 30 feet. Okay, so there are no enemy ships around. We can look. We're going to set our course for the Strait of Dover right here, so that we can sink a few ships here. So I'm going to set my course through here. If we are not lucky to find any ships here, we're going to scour this major shipping line right here. Yeah, that's where all the ships coming from. All the ships coming to Britain usually pass through. So okay, so for now we can use you can see we have our submarine here. Our speed is 4 knots. That's good with the enemy detection. Once you come across destroyers, we'll have to go slower slow speed ahead. So now we can use the time compression to go a little much faster, so that we can get there, because there's not really much going on there. But I usually, once I come into contact with an enemy ship, I'm just going to switch off the the time compression, and then I'll start tracking the enemy. It's actually quite shallow here. You can see our ground proximity sensors are coming on from time to time. Okay, let's get going. No contacts yet. We are maintaining a depth of 29 meters and a speed of 4 knots. That's good. This place is really shallow. I should bring her to around 25 feet. Let me order 25 meters. Let me order, yeah, 25 meters. Can have her 25 meters. That's good. Okay. So this right here, this is an enemy. This is an enemy ship. You can see once you click on the contact icon, it can show you if it's the game will tell you if it's either merchant ship or a military ship. That's maybe a destroyer or a battleship. Yeah, and that way you can know how to how to deal with your contacts. So we're still closing in on the area. It's actually at night. You can see it's at night actually. Yeah. So I'm just going. So I'm just going to walk to my. Just going to walk down to my bed and lay down a bit. Yeah, this is Captain's bed. You can actually lay down a bit, and then I'll just watch over how the submarine is moving. Okay, here we are. I'm just going to. Once you switch off to the external camera, the time compression automatically decreases to around 32. That's the maximum you can use when you. That's the maximum you can use when you're using the the outside cameras, exterior cameras. Yeah, you can see we are still from time to time having our ground proximity sensors come on. The area, this area is quite. It's a channel. It's quite. It's not very deep. Yeah, but the game is just like that, because so far the deepest place I've been able to dive is around 50 meters. I can't go any deeper because you will run aground and the submarine will sink. So I'm really hoping to. I don't have any kills yet. I haven't sunk any ships yet. I'm just coming home from base in Bremen. I was transferred from Kiel. Earlier on, my home base used to be Kiel, but now I've been transferred to Bremen. That's my home base now. Yeah. So that's where we usually dock our submarine. So I'm just taking a look at my torpedoes, my 4 tubes. I have 4 torpedoes in the 4 tubes, and 6 reserve torpedoes, and 1 in the aft tube. So throughout my patrol, I'm going to use all of them and remain with only like 2 of them, which I'll use on my journey home. I'll try a lot not to waste some torpedoes. Maybe I can only use one torpedo on a ship, and then if it doesn't go down, I can surface the boat and use the deck guns to finish it off. I've actually done it a lot of times, and it works well, because sometimes once the target gets too close, you cannot use the torpedoes. They often miss. There's a range at which you're supposed to fire torpedoes. Okay, here we go. We're coming in closer. I haven't detected any enemy contacts yet. There's still, yeah, no enemy contacts so far. Still cruising along at 4 knots and depth of 25 meters. Yeah, I like to switch on to the exterior camera from time to time just to have a view of the world outside. So you can see here we have a submarine. It's right here. Yeah, here. Going quite fast actually because of the time compression. Yeah, there we go. It's a Type 7C U-boat. I'm running it. So while I'm here, at it. I'm just going to have a look at the captain's log. So my current objective is I'm supposed to patrol an area, sink a few ships, and then go back to my home base and refit again and do some repairs, and then come back out again. So that's what my schedule looks like as a U-boat captain. Yeah, that's how it was in the Second World War. You go out, sink some ships, come back home, add more torpedoes, do some repairs, and then go back out to sea. Yeah. Submariners spent a lot of time at sea. That's how it's like. So I'm going to increase the time compression again, so I can go a little faster. Over the past previous days, I've really been encountering enemy ships and sinking them, so that's why today I decided at least to do a video to show you guys how you can track down an enemy ship and actually sink it. I've done it a few times before, but I thought today I should show you guys how it's done. No enemy contacts yet. That's quite odd in this area. This area is usually full of enemy ships. The problem is there are not only merchant ships, there are also military ships in this area, destroyers and battleships. So you can there's no chance you can surface your boat here. You will be detected by enemy radar. Speed is still 4 knots. Depth 24 meters, 25 meters. Just cruising along, trying to find any targets. Okay, we have our first contact, so I'm just going to reduce the time compression. So once the game starts showing you lines like this means there's an enemy contact, and if you click around the area where you can see so I'm just going to reduce my time compression because it's moving too fast. If you click around the area where you can see in the end of the line, you'll actually see it's a merchant ship. It's at a range of about 16 kilometers, and it's going at a speed of 7 knots. So I'm going to I'm going to order full speed ahead so that we can try and catch up with it. So I'm just going to put markings on the enemy ship so that I can try to determine where it's going. I can try to predict its path. So I'm just going to mark that way. You just pick up your pencil from here and start marking. So you really need tools here. So I'm just going to be marking after its position after every few seconds. That way we'll know if it's going either north or south or east or west. That way we'll know where to track it from. Ground proximity sensor. So I'm just going to mark the position again there. So it seems like it's moving in that direction. So that's how you know the direction the ship is moving in, so that you can know how to track it. So I'm just going, if the ship is moving in that direction, though I'm still not sure, I'm going to change my course and try to go ahead of it like that. Okay, now could I be tracking a friendly ship? Okay, so I'm just going to mark its position again after a few seconds to see how far it's moved. Let's see. So after, no, this is quite funny actually. The ship seems to be moving in quite a weird formation. Still trying to understand. You can see one mark is here, and another one is here. So I'm trying to predict how the ship is moving so that I can know how to attack it. If it's an enemy ship, right now it's at a range of, let me see, it's at a range of about 19 kilometers. It's actually going away from me, because earlier it was at a range of 16 kilometers. So maybe it's going further. I need to go much faster. It's going at a speed of 7 knots, 6 knots actually. I can go faster than 6 knots while still submerged. So let me try to do 7 knots. Yeah, extreme speed ahead. You can see now I'm going at 7 knots, and the enemy ship is going at, you can see the range is reducing. The range is, I'm closing in now. You can see it's going at 7 knots, 8 knots, 7. It's going at 7 knots. I'm still going at the same 7 knots. So let's see if we're going to catch up with him. So I'm just going to alter my course and start going that way so that I can try to follow him. Let's mark his position again. Okay, I'm still not sure if it's an enemy ship or if it's an enemy or friendly. You can see it's moving along the coast of. You can see it's moving along the coast of France. So I'm still not sure if it's an enemy ship. I'll only know once I come close enough to it. Once I'm, so you can, I need to have to try to get closer to it. Okay, okay, the range is reducing now. I'm at a range of 13 kilometers. We're really closing in. So I'm going to mark its position again. You can see it's moving actually very fast. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, let me try to change my. I'm not sure if this really is a. I'm not really sure if this really is an enemy ship. Okay, it's like it's trying to circle us. I can see its position now is at a range of 9 kilometers. I still can't fire torpedoes at a range of 9 kilometers, and we still can't know if it's an enemy or a foe. We'll only know once he is close enough. So I'll still continue tracking, but you can see now it's like I'm going away from him. So I'm going to change my course again and try to go much closer to him so that we can Okay, let's see now. Now I'm going to reduce the time compression. It's much closer now. A range of 7 kilometers. So I'm just going to mark his position. 7 kilometers now. I can fire torpedoes now at that range, but okay, let's see if we can find out if it's an enemy or a foe. We still can find out. We're still not close enough, but we're trying to close in. We're doing right now. We're doing 7 knots while still submerged, and he's doing our contact is doing 7 knots, range of 7 kilometers. So let me try to go like much closer to him. See if we can be able to determine if he's friendly or foe. There might be friendlies in this area, because you can see these the border between Belgium. I think Belgians are forced, because so the only people we are at war with right now, as of October 15th, 1939, is only France, and you can see they are marked in red. Only France and and Britain. So I'm not sure. Still not sure if this is an enemy ship, or let's see if it's still getting closer. Range 7 kilometers still. I'm also going at 7 knots. He's going at 6 knots. Still trying to close in. Still trying to close in to see if he's a foe. So if right now I use the external camera, I can be able to have a look. I can be able to have a look at the enemy ship. I'm supposed to see it like right here. Let me show you. So normally use the external camera to have a look at what type of ship it is that's moving around here. But yeah, I don't know if we'll still be able to. Yeah, here it is. You can see it's right here. It's actually a moonless night. We cannot, but now we can have a. Okay, it's an enemy ship. Manned battle stations, guys. We're going to war. It's an enemy ship actually. I've not been serious to this point, but now I'm convinced we're going to war. So I'm going to give it extreme speed ahead. I'm going to bring we're actually at firing range. I'm going to bring the ship to periscope depth. Yeah, I'm going to bring it to periscope depth so that we can begin tracking the. Oh, actually, it started going much faster now. It's going at a speed of 9 knots now. The range is still 7 kilometers. I can still fire a torpedo of 7 kilometers, but maybe it's still not okay. It's reducing speed, and now I think we might be able to catch up with him. So let me go to my battle station. Remember, I was asleep. Now I have to get up to go to my battle station. The control tower. So I have to walk around like here, climb this ladder up here so that I can use the attack periscope, which is right here. We're just going to use like one torpedo, try to hit it, and then if we hit it, I'm not going to waste another torpedo because we have the cover of darkness. I'll try to surface the boat and finish the ship off using. It's actually in this side. You're supposed to be able to see it, but I still can see it. There are quite high waves. So let's. Okay, I still can see it. I still can see it. Might be actually quite far away. Quite farther than I thought. Let me see. His range now. Range is still 7 kilometers. We should be able to see him, but seems like it's a stormy night, a windy night. So there are high waves. Let me try to bring the ship much higher to 10 meters so that I can see if I can spot the enemy with my periscope. I'm not yet possible. It's supposed to be around here. And still, so the periscope is supposed to automatically detect the enemy, but now I still can't. It seems like it's still so far away, but we're still closing in. My speed right now is 7 knots. I'm still making 7 knots at periscope depth. It's doing 8 knots. Okay, it's getting much closer. Right now 6 kilometers. Let me see if I can still see him. Not yet. Right now his range is 6 kilometers. I'm still not able to see him. But if I use the external camera, I should be able to see him. It's actually very dark. I think that's one of the reasons. You can see my periscope is here. It's actually very dark. I think that's one of the reasons I can see him. It's actually quite far. Let's see how far he is. Oh, it's actually quite far. You can see all that way. He's like somewhere here. Here. It should be somewhere here. Let's see if I can see. He's here. So you're still going to keep chasing him. This is like an enemy tanker or something like that. He doesn't actually seem to be moving very fast. I can try and surface the boat so that I can go faster then. But first I'd have to be careful to make sure there are no enemy military ships in the area. So right now, because he's going a little much faster than me, I'm having trouble catching up with him. I'm going to surface the boat. Okay, I'm going to surface the boat. Because I'm going to surface the boat and make extreme speed ahead. That way I'll be able to do around 16-17 knots. See if I'll catch up with him much faster. Okay, let's see. The problem is when we surface the boat, he'll be able to detect us now. Okay, so I should try to set my course to a position where I can be able to fire at him. Firing at an enemy who is directly ahead of you, going in the same direction is not a good idea. There's a higher chance you can miss. So we always try to fire perpendicularly to the enemy. So I'm just going to come down this way, and then when I get closer to him, you can see now we're making 10 knots. And then when I'm much closer to him, I'm going to turn facing his direction, and then I'll fire the torpedoes. So right now he's at a range of about 7 kilometers, doing 6 knots, and my speed is 13 knots, rising surface. So I'm just going to leave my periscope. Okay, I gave the wrong order. I'm just going to open the hatch. I'll go outside so that I can be able to observe from the conning tower. I'm amazed to get okay. So I'm just going to use these binoculars right here. It's called the Wuzo. Okay, you can actually give orders to your crew, but I'm not going to do that. I want to use this right here. So I wonder. So if I look in this direction, I should be able to see. It's actually very stormy. I still can see him. Okay. Let's see if we'll catch up with him. I think I'm actually going very far. I'll try. I'm doing 14 knots now. I'll try to come closer to him. Let's see. He's doing 7 knots. I can't understand why I'm still not coming close enough to him while he's doing. I'm doing two times his speed. I'm trying to come up to. I'm trying to get to my top speed, which is around 16 knots, but there's actually the night is actually quite stormy. That's how you can see. That's how you can. That's how you can see I'm not able to make the drop speed, but I'm still going to try. Let me see if I'll catch up with him. He's here, so I'm just going to mark his position again. Right here. Merchant ship. I'm going to mark his position again. He's right here now. There you can see mark 11. He's been moving actually with this. He's just moving in a random manner. You can't even predict. So he's at 6 kilometers now. I can still see him on the periscope. That way, I'll not be able. I still can't fire torpedoes, and until I'm close enough. So let me try to look through the. Let me try to look through this again. See if I can see him. It's actually very windy and stormy out here. I'm still not able to make the top speed. On a calm night, I can actually do close to 18 knots on surface, but now I'm struggling to get to 14 knots. I'm still not able to see him. Actually quite far. Let me try to use the external. You can see waves are washing off the deck of the ship from time to time, so it's actually quite it's at a range of about 6 kilometers. Should be here somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, right here. You can see it's actually very far. Let me see. You can see he's making random maneuvers, but he's not moving very fast. This looks like just a normal container ship, maybe. I don't know about the tunnel, so it's still quite far away. Let me see if I can make the camera back to my submarine. It's right here. Should be right here, so you can see. I wonder why I'm not able to see him. I'm still not very far. I should be able to find. Let me try to look through the. Let me try to look through this again. See if I can see. Not yet. I'm not able to see. Not yet. No contact yet. Let me try and use the attack periscope, because it can go up much higher. I'm just going to close the hatch because it's quite stormy. Water can come in here. Let me try to use this and look and see if I can spot that ship so that I can begin firing torpedoes. So it's in this direction. Oh, not yet. I'm still not able to see our enemy ship. Having a tough night here chasing after this guy while he's making random maneuvers. It's actually very dark. I just wished I'd move. I don't know if we have an option to, if we have the option to fire. I don't know if I have the option to fire using using the instruments, like for example radar or sonar. I don't know. I can just walk to the sonar station and try to listen into see if I can make out the target, see if I'll be able to fire a torpedo using the. Okay, so this is a sonar station. Let's see if we can actually hear propeller screws. Should be able to listen into him and around that bearing. You can hear propeller screws is actually like his propeller. So let me try to look at it again. Oh, right now is at a range of it's actually going much faster. Right now it's doing 12 knots at 6 kilometers. I'm doing 14 knots. I need to go much faster. I need that speed. Come on guys, take her faster. We need to get to this target and sink her before daybreak, because we are actually in enemy waters, deep into enemy water. So once the sun comes out, we're gonna have to dive back again, and we weren't able to track him while the submarine is submerged. So I'm trying very hard to oh, it's actually turning. So I'm also going to change my course and go right after him. So it's actually here right now. Let me mark his new position. Yeah, right here. 6 kilometers, the range of 6 kilometers, doing 12 knots. 12 knots. At a range of, I'm also doing 13 knots. 5 kilometers. Actually, I'm closing up on him. Let me try to see if I can see him right now. He should be like right ahead of me. Let me look through this again. You see what the water is rising actually very high. The weather is not so good for hunting today, but we're just going to try. So let me try to use my external camera again to try to see how fast our guy is. Oh, it's actually quite right ahead of me. He's here and I'm like, oh, I can't even see myself. Yeah, I'm here and he's right here, so he's actually not very far. I'm only at a range of about 5 kilometers, so he's not going very fast actually. I don't know why I'm still not able to catch up with him, so that I can fire my torpedoes. You can see I'm right here. Yeah, here. So that's how far he is. I don't know why, but the high tide is really causing a mess, really giving me a hard time. I'm trying to track him down. So I'm just going to go back to this and try to look through it again. Faster, go faster. Much fast. Look at, so you can actually see it's trying to go up and down. It's actually changing his course from time to time to try and evade us, because I'm guessing by now they know we are around. Okay, he's at 4 kilometers now. Let me see if I can see him at 4 kilometers. At this range I should be able to fire a torpedo very well. Let me see if I'll be able to see him. No, not yet. I still can't establish contact. Oh no. Let me try. You can see this is my periscope. You can see it's much higher. Let me try to use it and see if I can. I can see him, because this is becoming kind of boring now. I've been chasing him for a long time now. I just want to put a torpedo on him and get done with it. So I'm just going to try and look through these a little bit more careful. See if I'll be able to see. I'm actually looking in the wrong side. So it should be somewhere around here. The range 4 kilometers. Nothing yet. Nothing. 4 kilometers. It should be visible around here. Still can see him. Oh no, this is becoming silent. Nighttime hunting is becoming such a kind of very boring. Just want to put a torpedo on her so that I can show you guys how to. So you can see it's actually very close, but I'm still not able to see him on my periscope. I wonder, it's actually at 4 kilometers now, doing 12 knots. I'm doing 13 knots. 4 kilometers. It's only 4 kilometers away. I can't fire. 4 kilometers, 12 knots. Let me try to look through this again. Still not seeing him. Maybe I need to go much closer. Though we're still closing in, I don't know, but we're getting closer to the coast of Belgium. So still trying to chase him down. 13 knots now. I can't go any faster. Before I'm able to even reach a speed of about 18 knots, but today the weather is not very good. I can't go beyond 13 knots. So I'm just going to maintain that. Okay, 3 kilometers now. You can see he's at 3 kilometers now. Let's mark his position. 3 kilometers. Okay, let's 3 kilometers. Oh my god. Okay, let's try to look through the periscope again. Okay, so these okay, this time I'm really going to look carefully, because there's so much. There are very high waves, you can see. And I just want to fire the first torpedo and dive the boat and go about my other businesses. So yeah, it's still there. Let's see the range now. 3 kilometers. Actually getting very close to him. Right now he's doing, actually we're actually at 2 kilometers now. Let me see if I can see him at 2 kilometers. This in shipping, this is like point blank range. So we're at 6 kilometers. This is like point blank range. So I should be able to like see him. So I'm just going to climb up on the conning tower. Open this door because it's becoming really kind of hideous. You can see he's still nowhere to be seen at actually 2 kilometers. 2 kilometers is point blank range in shipping. 2 kilometers is actually very close. 2 kilometers, when you're 2 kilometers apart from each other, actually sailors can actually fire handguns at each other. That's point blank range, very close, and I still can see him. So I still don't understand. I still don't understand why. I think the weather is causing this. I can't understand why I'm not able to see him. And he's at a range of only 2 kilometers now. Still not it. Let me have a look at my map again. Okay. Two kilometers now, doing 12 knots. Let's mark his position again. 2 kilometers, doing 12 knots. Knots. So let me try to use the external camera, see how far it is. 2 kilometers. Oh, you can see he's right here. No, this is still my submarine. Let me try to see how far he is. It should be somewhere right here. Here. I can't see any ships out here. Where is he going? This is still my submarine. Right here. Let me have a... Where did he go? Let me have a look at the chart again, because he's not a submarine. Okay, it seems like he just vanished. So I can't understand that. I can't understand how a ship will just vanish and it's not a submarine that will dive. I don't know if he's still in the area. I lost contact with him. That's actually quite frustrating. Chasing down a boat for a very long time and then only to lose contact with him. I can't find it actually. He just disappeared. So I'm just going to order all stop. All stop. So it seems like our guy just vanished. Oh, so that's like really amazing, because I've never... Okay, here we go again. We have established contact with him again. Oh, actually now he's at a range of about 5 kilometers. At least now we have contact with him again. I had lost contact with him. I think it's because of the weather. So right now he's at a range of 5 kilometers. I'm going to... He's at a range of about, I think, 5 kilometers, still doing 12 knots. So let me see if and he's dead ahead. So let me see. Let me try to use the exterior camera, see if I can see him. Right ahead. So it should be somewhere here. And sure he is, here he is, right ahead of me. Yeah, so he's still ahead of me, but doesn't seem to be going very fast actually. But right, he is right ahead of me, but 5 kilometers actually quite far. So seems like the no. I thought the waves are starting to calm down, but doesn't seem so. Also, I don't know. I don't know. Let me see if I can still see him from my position here. I still can. So I think I'm still going to have trouble looking through the periscope, trying to find him. So right now he's dead ahead. Let me see if I can see him. No, nothing. Nothing. Still can see him. Let me try to use the periscope. See if I can. The periscope is quite high. You can see it here. This is the attack periscope, quite high. So let me try to observe through the periscope. See if I'll be able to see. He's dead ahead of me. 5 kilometers, closing in fast. I'm trying to catch up with him fast. Just like right here. If I would see him now, I'll just fire the torpedo, but I can't fire my torpedoes blank. They're going to miss. So let me try and see. Not yet. Still not able to see him. I still can see him. Actually today I'm having quite a rough time. It's the first time since I started playing this game I've chased down a ship for that long. But I think I'm determined. I'm going to make sure I sink it so that I can feel a bit of glory, because it's been... Let me try to look at his range again. Right now he's 4 kilometers. I'm actually closing in on him. That's good. That's commendable. Right now he's at a range of 4 kilometers doing 12 knots, and 4 kilometers away doing 13 knots. Much faster than him, but the rim sense not really very fast, but that one knot could mean the difference. I'm at a range at which I can fire torpedoes, but the problem is I'm not able to see this guy through my periscope, and you cannot fire your torpedo without setting your sights on him. Your torpedo will miss, and yeah, it's going to be very unfortunate. So still trying to look through the attack periscope. It's a dead night. There's no it's a moonless night, so there's not even a blink of light. You're just trying to observe another ship in mere darkness. Can be quite tough. No, not yet. I'm still not. So I'm still trying to. I'm still going to try to close in on him. Let's see if I'm able. Okay, this is actually very promising. He's at 3 kilometers now. 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers at 12 knots. I don't know how is able to maintain such a good speed. I'm doing 13 knots surface. Going at such a high speed actually drains a lot of fuel. I don't normally go at such high speeds unless I'm doing a chase like right now. So what is happening here is at 3 kilometers now. I'm trying to sink this ship before the sun comes up, because once the sun is up there'll be no chance. I'm going to have to dive the boat, and once I dive the boat the fastest I can do is 7 knots, and I'll never catch up with him. Or I never should have surfaced, because if he wouldn't have detected me, he would still be going at around 6 knots, and with 7 knots I'd be able to catch up with him. But now it's coming quite okay, 3 kilometers still. I know in no time it's going to be 2 kilometers. 12 knots. 14 knots. I'm doing 14 knots now. You can see it's reducing again to 13, 14, 13, 14. I can barely maintain 14 knots. Decks are washed. Meaning the weather today is very very not good. We are still closing in on him. So this guy is okay, 2 kilometers now. We are 2 kilometers now. Let me see if I can still see him at 2 kilometers. Not yet. I don't think. Okay, this guy, like, I'm trying to understand why. I'm having so much. So it's like dead ahead of me at 12 knots. So let me see if I can. Let's see if I can see him. 2 kilometers is not very far. Yeah, he's right here. I don't know why. So let me see if I can see my submarine from his position. I could just dive the boat, but I'd never catch up with him. It's here. I'm here and he's there, so it's not actually very far. But I'm still going to try and close in on him until I'm able to establish. Here he is. Here he is. Until I'm able to establish. Okay, so the position my camera is in right now is the position of the ship, of the enemy ship, right there. Not very far away actually, but I'm worrying because I still have no visual contact, and actually it's 1939. You can't fire a torpedo without visual contact. I'm trying to see how close he is. Right now it should be like a kilometer away. Firing at a range of about a kilometer, my torpedo might not even have enough time to arm itself, because a torpedo usually arms itself at a. Try and move these a bit so that I can try to. Oh, there's another contact. Oh my god, you wanna tell me he's moved that fast? 5 kilometers away? Oh no. This is becoming unbelievable now. Whenever I get close enough to him, he just like spawns. So I'm just going to. This is infuriating. So I'm just going to break off this contact and go back to normal, because just chasing this. I'm 2 kilometers close to this guy, and then he gets lost, and then when he comes back up, he's at a range of about 5 kilometers. So I really can't keep doing this, because I'll still try to go closer to him, and then when I'm like 2 kilometers to him, he's going to disappear again, and then by the time I'm establishing contact with him again, he'll be at a range of about again 5 kilometers. So I can't do this anymore. I'm just going to give up and go back about my day. So I'm just going to dive the boat right now. This is becoming infuriating. I really can't do this. I'm just going to dive my boat. So, hard secure. Hard secure. Dive the boat. Dive the boat. So that's it for today, guys. I'll make sure I make another video and try to chase another ship and sink it so that I can show you guys how to fire torpedoes and how you really get to hit your enemy. Today I really tried. I was really hoping to show you guys. But the good thing is we came across a contact. I wanted to show you how you can track an enemy ship. I've showed you that. So the next time I'll do a video on how to sink the enemy, firing the torpedo on them, and then surfacing to finish them off with the deck gun. So that's it for today, guys. Have a nice time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, guys. Next time.